You're listening to a podcast from the Oddcast Network. Stay on and nerds unite.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
One of my favorite Alien movies is Alien Resurrection.
Like, what the fuck? No, you're gonna leave it in.
I'm waiting for Anthony to come around killing a disturbance in the forest.
It's a mutual agreement, so at that point in time, we would have to look at statistics.
Okay, well, when Deadpool shows up in Spider-Man, then I expect him to be called Wade.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Anthony's gone.
Yeah.
Where the hell did he go?
Hello!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was closing out my tabs, and then it just closed everything instead of just I had Facebook open and I had Anchor open to check how many listens we had, and I was closing Anchor and I closed Facebook just like less data usage, and then it fucking closed everything out. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Ooh, I think my weed guy just texted me.
What a great start to an episode, Grace. Great fucking opening.
Oh no, it's Anthony Snapchatting me. Damn it.
What am I like?
Hey man, after the fucking week I had, leave me alone.
Again, that was me last week. That was me last week. I understand. Car troubles.
Dude.
No.
So
Job
for everyone
stressing you out.
So for everyone who watches this, for good old Jokey here, I had a tire go flat.
Story time.
Last week, and I get it pumped up just enough to get over the tire shop.
Yeah.
Had to have my coworker and her husband, who are just Sam and Brody. Thank you so fucking much. You guys saved my life on that one. Come over and bring a better jack, because the jack that I have in the truck is a piece of shit. It's one of those ones where you have to like hook it and twist it. But the fucking thing that they have with it doesn't fucking fit the little pole with the hook, so you can't even fucking twist it. And it was a pain in the ass, so they helped me with that. Get it over there. Had to change 2 fucking tires because the other tire that was on there was just old. And the guy was even like, how the fuck is this one not gone? I'm like, I don't know. It's not the one that's flat. I don't know. So that happened. And then the other day, my battery completely shot out because we had the fucking negative 20-degree weather. And I just changed my battery. So, I've had a hell of a week. Oh, but Jared Minekime, Anthony Denney, and Mikeal Kennedy here once again. Oddchat. Michael Stanson.
Yeah.
So to kind of open up the show, I want to open up with a WandaVision thing. So if you haven't watched WandaVision or you're not caught up for some fucking reason from last week, then I don't know, go get caught up before you watch.
So wait, can we pause the podcast? I got like 3 hours of WandaVision to catch up on that, and then we can pick this back up.
Yeah, but you want spoilers.
That's true. I know.
Michael spoils everything.
The only thing that isn't spoiled is what is happening outside of Westville, right? That's the name of the town?
Westview.
Yes, thank you. God, fuck.
Unless you ask them, then it's Eastview.
Whatever. That's the only thing. Anything that happens outside of Westview, I have no idea what happens, because the only thing that they're showing is like pictures of like.
In West
here's
Philadelphia,
here's a dead Pietro. It's fine. Here's a dead and here's him running really fast, and now he's Quicksilver, and then there's a Halloween costume. And here's more dead Pietro.
Oh, Michael. So
I think Heather was right. So it's fine.
I don't necessarily. This is the thing. So while I was pissed off at my truck because I couldn't get it started, I couldn't get fucking jack shit to be working for me. In my pissed offness, I was. Fucking asshole.
Love it.
Lucky I wasn't looking. Anyway, so yeah, Pietro came back, but it was the X-Men Pietro, and everybody's been questioning, why is he back? Is he actually him? Yada yada, which clearly he's not gonna be. I mean, that's obvious enough. However, most people have jumped to the fact that he's the villain in disguise. I counter that because I feel that's too fucking obvious. The way that they write this, the way that they've been writing this show as a great example, the way that they've been doing it, it's very much nothing is obvious and everything just keeps fucking changing at whim. So I feel like if Pietro was actually the villain in disguise in that way, it would be way too fucking obvious by the time you get to the end, because you would have fucking seen that coming, because he just kind of came out of nowhere. However, if it is indeed Nightmare who is infecting Wanda's mind and everyone else in that town, causing what we're seeing, being a interdimensional type demon that he is, there's only one person in all of it, really, in what we'd have canonically and things that we kind of figure are coming, that would be interested in someone doing this, and that would be Mephisto. He would be very curious as to why another demon is essentially opening a fucking portal and changing reality and using this person. So I think people, honestly, I think people are correct in leaning that Mephisto is Pietro. However, I don't think he's the villain. I think the reason that Pietro knows the things that are going on and he's alluding to Wanda, like, every time she questions it and he corrects her with, like, that's not quite correct. I think that's Mephisto in disguise, and he has shown up as what the fuck is Nightmare doing? Why is he doing this? And then honestly, I think he kind of figured out what's going on, and he's not there for a malicious reason. It's more than likely a comic reason of Nightmare has something bigger going on, and Mephisto does not want to lose any power he has. Just like every fucking comic story, if someone's coming in to try to take power, he never wants that to happen. He wants to remain the quote-unquote king of hell. So I think he's there is just like I don't want you to continue what you're doing, and I'm just going to be here as damage control to make sure that shit doesn't go haywire, because whatever the fuck you're doing is not going to be able to go the way you want it to. Or it's a classic Mephisto of just there for shits and giggles to stir the pot, because he likes to do that too.
But now here's the fun part is that I know there's 3 episodes of WandaVision left. 3. We're only halfway done with WandaVision.
Yep.
3 1-hour-long episodes. We got so much more WandaVision.
And did you? And I know some people were pointing it out. Did you happen to catch the lyrics for the intro music on the last episode?
No, because it was fucking like 90s hard rock, and no one truly understands that.
Yeah. So apparently, the lyrics for that song have the some of the lines from that were "Keep going, keep going, keep going. You never know who might come out and play. Keep going. You never know who might come and play." So it's very much like they're very much like in your face saying like she's fucking with reality so bad. Like Pietro came back. Who else is going to come back? And they alluded to her parents, which would, in my opinion, I think that means because it's that Pietro, that would mean Magneto is going to come back. And they're alluding to like, yeah, no, there are going to be more fucking other characters being revived in this little thing she's doing. Because yeah, the lyrics straight up were just like, keep going. You never know who's going to come play. So. Yeah, they're alluding to a lot of shit with this show.
Are we talking Mikeal Fassbender Magneto, or are we talking old? I
have no fucking clue. There was rumor that they were.
I can't remember.
What if they were rebooting Magneto and Xavier?
What if it's a gay couple Magneto and they're both Magnetos, and we get old sugar daddy and young like Daddy Dom kind of? Yeah.
We both donated us.
What did we get? Not even 10 minutes in before the first sexual innuendo. There we go.
I was going to say something about a metal dildo, but that didn't seem very.
Hey, he'd be able to vibrate it from the outside.
Oh my god, he would. That's so good. It's so good.
It's the shocker argument all over again.
I wasn't here for that, so I can't say that.
Oh my.
Well, you see, the shocker can vibrate people. His powers are vibration based, not like electricity based.
So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, what an Oddcast, we did the Spider-Man villain bracket, and we had our good buddy James. Okay. Some of you would know ACS_Husk on Gaming Beyond the Box. My good buddy there. He brought up the fact that he's a walking vibrator, and it won Jeremy over, and I was so fucking pissed because it just made I fucking hated the argument that he could make everybody come in the room without doing anything just by vibrating, and I hated it. I hated every minute of that argument because it won Jeremy. I hated it. Anyway, birthday shout out.
Happy birthday to Philip Seymour Hoffman.
No, not even.
No, he's dead.
Now Ziggy, happy birthday to you. I don't have the Facebook message shit opened up. I probably should double check it. I'm pretty sure he turned 47. Ziggy, you've always been a great person to know, and thank you for supporting the show and listening to us. So happy birthday to you, man.
February 18th.
God, that took a while for Anthony to get February
18th well, his
out.
Technically, it's a belated birthday. It was a couple days ago, but we didn't have the live show till today. So I was like, I'll give you a shout out.
Well, when is Ziggy's birthday?
Listen.
He doesn't remember. He doesn't have the Facebook open.
I want to say the 16th. 16th or 17th. Yeah, but I don't have it open because I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, but I told him I did give him a happy birthday shout out. So happy birthday, Ziggy. Yeah, don't fuck yourself too hard.
Yeah, and then Jared, your birthday's up next, right? Between the three of us.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck.
Because Mike is end of July, Jared is early July, if I'm remembering correctly.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, I really have felt my age in the past couple days, being on my knees, working on tires and shit, because everything is fucking hurt. I'm like, I hate this so much. I used to be able to do this and not feel it, and now I just hurt. It sucks ass.
Jared, by the way, is 26 years old. Well, 26 years young, I should say, for all the audience listening.
Yeah. But don't try to fuck me, because that doesn't happen.
Yeah, Jared has something, and he told me never to say it, so I'm not going to say it, I'll just rhyme with it. It's erectile dysfunction.
That's not anywhere near correct. You're spreading lies about me again.
I also heard that he has an issue, and it rhymes with Mig Mick, so
yeah,
it's fine.
It rhymes with Schnein and a half.
That's not correct.
It begins with an N and ends with ein and a half.
That's not correct.
It rhymes with baby's arm holding an apple. It's fine.
None of these are correct.
That wasn't even a rhyme.
I couldn't do them all, guys. It's fucking Thursday. I'm tired.
None of those are correct. Fucking hell. God damn it,
I was late last night because fucking had to wait for Heather to get home.
You chose to wait for Heather to get
home. Speaking of which,
yes, the infamous lasagna debates.
Thank you, Chef Mike, for verifying that we were correct and that Heather was wrong.
I will say that I enjoyed my soup argument the most with her. Like, it just makes more soup.
So if you don't, to clarify,
more soup.
We were talking about that for Valentine's Day. Heather and Anthony were drinking, and Heather doesn't really drink. She's not much of a drinker, which is fine. I'm not really much of one either. But in her drunken, in her drunken haze, she argued with Michael that if you had two lasagnas, and even if you put them on top of each other, you have two lasagnas. Which, you know, we argued that lasagna is just layers, so you're just making a bigger lasagna.
Now, here's Heather's main argument is like, it's two lasagnas because, you know, it's noodles touching noodles. And I'm like, what lasagna are you making where noodles are the top of your lasagna? Cheese goes on the top of the lasagna.
So Anthony's argument was valid. My argument to Heather was, if you take a soup and another soup and you mix them together, it's still a soup.
Yeah, soup.
So, right? So,
especially
like, we've won. Kind of soup. Yeah, we've won this debate. And then, you know, good friend of the show. Go ahead, Jared.
Yes, good friend of the show, Chef Mike, at Mike_Harris, HARAC. It's spelled not the way it sounds, and I'm going to fuck up his last name. But yeah, Chef Mike, if you've ever watched Rooster Teeth, then you more than fucking likely know Chef Mike. He's very prominent over there.
It is spelled HARACZ.
I thought there was the Z there. But But no, so yeah, if you've ever watched Rooster Teeth, then you definitely know who Chef Mike is. But I got to interview him, and I've gotten to know him a little bit. He's a great fucking guy. But I tweeted at him on Twitter about Heather's little debate, at which point he clarified that if you have 2 lasagnas and you put them together, then you've made 1 lasagna.
It's so good that we had a professional chef be able to clarify this shit, because this would have went on for infinite. There is no amount of time that I would not have fought Heather on this. So it's so good.
Now I'm from North Carolina, but Heather's the Tar Heel here. She is still stuck in the. She will not give up. She will not surrender.
No,
I want you to make a lasagna. I want you to go buy 2 store lasagnas, put them on top of each other for dinner, and serve it to her, and be like, "How was the lasagna?" And if she says anything about it being 2 lasagnas, she knows there's lasagna, but if she doesn't say shit, we brought her. It's lasagna. And now that I put that idea in Anthony's head, he's probably gonna fucking do it, and it's so good.
Oh, I'm going to do that March 7th when she's returning back from Petoskey.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Because she won't be able to think of anything. And oh my God, I'm going to spend so much money on frozen lasagnas.
Just get 2 of the cheap. Okay, just.
Nah, I get Stovers or nothing. Come on.
So good. It's so good. Get a real dish.
I know. I'm about to buy a casserole dish so it looks like I made it.
Anthony's gonna be eating lasagna for the next 3 weeks after that too, because it's gonna be so goddamn much food.
Lasagnas.
No, it is
Stacked on
a
top
lasagna.
of each other.
It is a lasagna. We need to correct that.
A lasagna. We get 2 lasagnas.
We have to stick to the story. We can't be fucking it up already. It hasn't happened yet.
So no, thank you, Chef Mike, for helping clarify that, being the professional that you are. As much as she's going to deny it, thank you.
Yes. Oh God, I actually like lasagna. It's one of my favorite foods. It's just spaghetti cake.
It used to be mine, and then I got really sick off it, so I can't really have it.
I feel that.
Yeah, kind of like shake and bake. So.
Oh man, so let's talk. We should probably talk about the obvious.
I don't know what the obvious is.
Mortal Kombat released its first official trailer.
Yeah,
it was
you post,
and it got me rock hard. It already looks better than the fucking 90s.
And I mean, okay, you can't say that because a lot of shit looks better than it did in the 90s. Like,
Jared, if you could pull up subject A, please.
God damn.
Mother, you're alive. Too bad you will die.
Is that the first one or the new one?
That's the second one.
Movie.
That's the sequel to the first.
Right.
That is the opening to the second movie.
It's so great.
That
has 8 million views.
I love
the
it
worst
so
line in
much.
script writing history. It's
okay. It's not the worst script writing. It's a bad deliverance of a well-written line.
That the lines get better, they don't.
No, I know. I've seen
only
the
gets
movies.
worse.
I've seen those movies. I understand. I'm saying you cannot call that it was a bad deliverance of a good line. The
only thing I will give the first movie is that the guy who played Shang Tsung did fucking amazing. He was a great Shang Tsung. And the guy who did Liu Kang was a pretty good Liu Kang. But those movies were written fucking awful. They weren't written well.
Yeah, because
they just
you listen real quick, because I put this in the chat and I will stand by it. The only good comic or the only good video game movie that will ever have happened in our lifetime is Sonic. Okay, that's it. They're not going to be.
Speaking of which, that just went to Hulu, so I'm going to watch it now.
I can't fucking wait to watch it this weekend. I'm just so excited.
I have not seen that.
Video games don't make great movies, right? We know this.
Typically not.
A plethora of of examples
Evidence.
out there. Yeah. Stemming from, I mean,
Well,
as much as we want to shit on it, Super Mario Bros. Great fucking movie, so good.
if
But
they
there's-
gave it a different name, I would agree. It's just the fact
Yeah.
that they called it what
Yeah.
they did that ruined
Yeah, they
it.
did.
If they gave it a different name, we would not have the greatest joke of all time. What's your name? Mario. No, your last name. Mario.
Mario.
What's your name? So your name's Mario? Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name? Luigi. Luigi Mario? Yeah.
There's 3. How many Marios are there? There's 3. There's Mario, and Luigi Mario. And that's a legit quote.
So,
Anyway, as I was saying, there's too much lore to be explored in a movie
yeah.
where you can have multiple games. Also, you have to make it for everyone because you're not gonna make it off of you fucking nerds that have been playing these video games since the 90s.
No, I
doesn't-
agree with that.
doesn't have a big demographic. So
See, now I can agree with that.
Yeah.
The thing that I think really, really, and I mean honestly, fucking killed the first 2 movies they tried to do was they went to PG-13 with it.
yeah, no,
Like you
yes.
base these off games where they literally fucking rip each other in half. Like,
Finish him.
so seeing
One of
this
my-
movie, seeing that there's people literally getting chopped in half, there's like legitimate people getting frozen and dismembered. I'm like, that's exactly what they needed to be. You can't go
Poor
PG-13.
Jax. I just gotta say, poor Jax. This guy loses his arms to like everyone in fucking canon.
So I was like, in the games, he
Goro.
loses it to Ermac.
And one of the cartoons, fucking Goro rips him off. Poor Jax.
Is Goro in this one? Is Goro?
Yeah,
Yeah, they showed him for a brief second. He looked fucking badass.
Can you bring up a
Yeah.
picture of that? Because I didn't watch the
I
trailer because I
am
wanted to go into
pulling it
completely
up.
oblivious to this recording.
That's that's another thing with the first movie. The Goro that they had for that, as much as it looked scrawny compared to what he should have been, it still
Yeah.
looked more accurate than almost anything else that they did for that movie.
Yes. I mean, I think that's where all the CGI budget went. Was
I think so. You were correct.
honestly, because like that was the only good part, right?
Mhm.
Like, and it wasn't even that good, but that's 90s technology for you. We're now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
looks like
so good.
This is like
Who's playing Goro? Is it gonna be is it the Hulk actor again? Because it kind of looks like the Hulk, guys. It looks real hulky.
let me see. I got the IMDb up here.
why can't I-
that looks like Goro, and I'm happy.
It looks fucking
Um,
awesome.
Goro has not been announced yet, so
Okay, his face is right there, and this is clearly mocap. So don't give me that shit. Who's playing Goro, motherfuckers?
I don't know. They're not
Yeah, I
saying.
have no clue.
What year did the fucking Mortal Kombat movie come out?
93, right?
Yeah, I believe 90. I believe the first one was 93, and then the year
90,
after they
95, right?
released the
93,
second one.
95. No, it's 2 years because they didn't think they
I
were going
think
to
so.
actually get. I didn't think they were going to get greenlit because it underperformed at the box office. We'll say it made money back, but it did not.
Which I mean,
Oh my god, it's so.
It. No,
that
my
was
problem
the
I got
best
with
part of the first movie. Is the only part is like a real
Yeah.
problem here.
it is like it's clearly a man with
a
another
suit with
man
extra
leaning on
arms.
top of him.
Yeah. Now that I
As
see
opposed to
it,
this
you can
solid.
see it. You can see the break right there at his upper ab. That's clearly where the man is. No, it's where the cowl is placed on his shoulders. You could have tried a little goddamn harder.
And then
There's
like
too
compare
much
that to
separation. Too much separation between the arms. So good. It's so good. I love it.
now what we don't see
Ugh.
is the like mile of cord that's fucking behind this.
Yes.
That's why he's sitting down because he's just like
What you also don't
wires.
see is the little stick that's hanging. That's like on both his arms, to, like move both hands at the same time.
But that is something with like that first Mortal Kombat movie. One of the scenes that I know most people liked when I was growing up. was when him and Johnny Cage fight when he breaks the sunglasses, because it was just such a comedic, like, needed thing in there, and I love the way they did it. 100 pair of sunglasses, you son of a bitch.
And then he fucking kicks him
like,
off
who
the
the
mountain.
fuck pays that for sunglasses?
Johnny fucking Cage does.
Yeah, Johnny Cage does, asshole.
But I was pumped out. I was pumped when the fucking Scorpion and Sub-Zero were fighting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Can't wait.
I'm gonna love it when Scorpion wins that fight because clearly he has to kill Bai-Han so his brother can avenge him. But fucking cutting Scorpion, using the blood into a dagger and stabbing him with his own blood. That's, oh my god! I'm like, that's just. It's still gonna be really cheesy, but it's gonna be the proper cheese.
Did you notice that Kano also drops a cunt in there?
Well, he's Australian. He has to. It's part of their. It's like how Canadians say.
It's a lexicon.
Yeah, beer, you fucking cunt. And then the trailer ended, and I'm like, okay.
No, I was very happy when I clicked on that trailer that James shared, and it said, "You must be logged in." I'm like, "Oh, it's a Red Band trailer."
Hell yeah! So no, if you haven't seen the new Mortal Kombat trailer, definitely check it out because it. I'm actually kind of excited for it. Like, I was excited when they were saying they were going to go R, they were going to have fatalities, they weren't going to try to skip out on things. So I was like, okay, that might be decent. And actually seeing what the fuck they're doing with it, yeah, I am excited. Like, we're getting like a Scorpion origin leading into the tournament, which is what the first game was about.
And some fucking nobody, Cole Young. Who the fuck is he?
Yeah, that's the only thing is, like, I get they're changing things for the movie. So it looks like Johnny Cage is going to be replaced by this kid. My only fear is having the dragon tattoo and then being like, it's a call. Like, I don't need an added hero. Like, we already have Liu Kang, and I'm fine with that. I don't need some other hero guy.
But it's not. It's
oh
not
yeah, sorry,
necessarily. It's not necessarily for that. What it's going to come down to is that's going to be your audience representation in that movie, right? Like, that's supposed to.
That's fair.
It's supposed to represent anyone that doesn't know who, like, the main cast is. They need a new guy to, like, clack onto. So that's and he'll probably have enough recognizable traits to be like, oh no, he's the standing character. That's fine. It'll be whatever. So
I can already tell you he's the Johnny Cage stand-in. When I saw him in the kickboxing ring, I'm like, okay, he's a Johnny Cage stand-in.
Yeah, that definitely, yeah.
And then at the very end of the movie, he's gonna come up to this lady, and lady's like, "I need to see some identification."
Oh my god, no!
You should go by your first name, Jonathan.
Johnny,
it's really lovely. And he's gonna be like, Johnny, and I fight in a cage.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Or he's gonna be like, fucking.
Yeah. See, it could very well turn into that. I think it's kind of weird that they wouldn't use Johnny Cage though. And my only reason for that, being that the original reason Mortal Kombat was being made was as a Rob Van Dam game, and Johnny Cage was modeled after him. But then when rights didn't go through, or sorry, Jean-Claude Van Damme, sorry. But then when Van Damme didn't actually want to go through with it, they couldn't get the rights. They just changed his name, but kept the same model that they already had. So I don't know. That's my only thing.
I didn't mean to correct you so fast, but if I don't correct people's name, Jean-Claude Van Damme breaks into my house and fucking split kicks me in the face. So I'm legally bound by contract to make sure everyone says that his correct full name. Also, he could also
at you with the bloody nose.
Sometimes depends if I get the first hit in. Because it's not like Jean-Claude Van Damme. It comes out, it's stealthy. You know he's coming because you can hear him fucking. He doesn't. Fun fact about Jean-Claude Van Damme: he doesn't walk. He just split kick jumps everywhere. That's how he's so flexible. But Cole Young could also be fucking Kuei Liang.
Yeah, I mean, there's numerous things that he could be representing.
For those who don't know him by name, that's the second Sub-Zero. So he could just pull that off.
Could be either one, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of questions, but I mean, it's got my interest peaked. I saw everything I needed to see for that I want to. You know.
I think I saw Cabal in there.
I mean, I'm happy with it.
Pretty sure there's a small little part where Cabal shows up.
There was a lot of things that were like quick, like even the Goro thing was like a quick 2-second him jumping in the air thing. So like there were some things in there where like they were just quick little 2-second tidbits that you see some characters you might recognize and then it flashes past them. Because there was also like a creature in there, and there's a handful of monsters that could have been. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of room to work with things. Well, they also have a Shao Kahn statue, so I don't. So which is my thing is are they gonna have Shao Kahn show up at the end, or is that just gonna be like this is our reigning tournament leader, whatever, and just allude to him for if you can make a sequel?
No, I think what's going to happen is he's going to be in it. I think they're holding off to show him because he's Shao Kahn. I think he's going to be very much like he's just going to be like sitting there. Like he's not going to he's going to be the fucking Thanos. He's just going to be sitting in the fucking chair and be like,
How about that Melina though?
Oh,
I can't believe they're actually having a Melina.
Been so afraid and yet so prepared
to be sexually molested and murdered at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's
her looking that sigh is like. Though I'm a happily married man.
But no, I think it looks all right. The trailer got me excited. It comes out in April, so I mean, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, on HBO Max.
We'll find out. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm fucking doing. I'm gonna drop a tab and fucking watch some Mortal Kombat. I'm kidding. I don't do acid. Don't.
It's fun. But...
Yeah, it's not for me.
Go check out FWNR. I do it every weekend. Go check it out. Go get it. Speaking of that, since I doubt anybody that's gonna watch this will watch that, I'll just bring this news story up because I'm gonna have to recording it tonight. That Tessica Brown chick, which fuck that bitch. She's getting investigated right now for that GoFundMe she started.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I saw that the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. When James sent that, I'm like, yeah, no, I saw that pop up and immediately grabbed it for my FWNR, like a follow-up, because I can't wait to go off on her again. I fucking
well.
It's so
if it isn't the consequences of one's actions.
From what I was able to look into, it looks like she's being investigated on the GoFundMe as it's looking like because she did it to herself that getting $20,000, even though she gave it to charity. She's being investigated pretty fucking hard on that one by got to pay taxes and shit. Like, I gave it to charity. Like, that doesn't mean you don't pay money on it.
You still raised money.
Yeah, you still raised a shit ton of money. So now she's getting investigated about did she actually give it to charity, or was there money that she pocketed? Because
it's gonna be real shitty when their next taxes come out and she has to claim $20,000 of other income from a charity.
Yeah. That's the thing that's happening there. The Mortal Kombat trailer, I'm just excited about that. The 90s ones were shit. So I mean, there were just parts of them that I liked.
They are movies that you should watch and enjoy because they're terrible.
Really, really high, and then watch them, and you'll enjoy them more than if you're not drunk or high. Because
I agree. Those are movies where you should be fucked up, especially if you're fans. But hey, it's just fake. I would say from those 90s movies, like Liu Kang, spot on. Raiden,
that's my thing. Like the
they all look so
characters
great.
Look good. It's just they just weren't
everything else.
Well. Yeah.
And now one thing I'm going to miss from this new Mortal Kombat movie is Kano's stupid face plates.
Well, you see, he has the cracks on his face. I honestly think the face plate's underneath, and that he just has like a thing. I almost wonder if
the movie's gonna be like revealed.
Yeah, I think it'll get revealed in the movie because he still has the red eye, which means it's got to be there. He must be wearing like a fake flesh thing over it. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I would love because like I love those Mortal Kombat designs because some of them are just so fucking stupid. But like Kano's fucking giant ass, like in the '90s movie when they fucking just put that piece of shiny plastic over his face. It's like, yep, no, this is 100% accurate and 100% stupid.
No, I think it'll turn out all right. You know, and I was telling Anthony here. I've been trying to watch Dragon Ball Super. That's my anime. Because I'm
okay. Where are you at in that? Where are you? Are you at the tournament yet, or no?
So it's the furthest I had gotten when I first started watching it. As far as I was able to get was up to the Goku Black, and then I got like 2 episodes in, and then I couldn't watch anymore, and I'm like, fuck. And then I just kind of gave up because I didn't want to spend money to buy more seasons. So instead of paying money to buy seasons, it came to Hulu, and I'm like, oh, sweet. And now I'm just watching through like 100-some fucking episodes I didn't get to watch.
You're in for a real treat.
Am I?
It gets really good.
Okay.
It gets super good.
I gotta say,
no, I'm not joking either. Like, there are some of my favorite episodes of all of Dragon Ball are in Super. Like, it gets really good.
That's surprising. All right.
It takes a while, and there's a lot of filler, but the good episodes are great.
Always is.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's Dragon Ball, right?
Except One Punch Man, which I finally got caught up on that one. I still love it.
I have not. I did like your tweet bashing that jackass for like saying if you only know.
Oh yeah,
like fuck that guy.
Okay, for anyone, please follow us at Oddcast N with Twitter because for fuck's sake, I retweeted a dude that was being an asshole. He literally brought up a thing that if your anime knowledge is, and there was like 20 fucking things he listed, and everything he listed, I'm like, anybody who's going to start watching every single one of these is going to be people start. You're an asshole.
Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, One Piece, One Punch Man,
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Okay,
so here's the thing. I want to see me and him go mano y mano and see who's watched The Prince of Tennis, who's watched BMX Override, who's watched fucking shit like that. Yeah.
Remember the puppet anime where Zatchbell?
Zatchbell. I fucking love Zatchbell. We never got the 3rd season over here in the States because we got fucked. But luckily, as long as you can find stuff on YouTube, you can figure out what happened for the rest of the time.
True. But no, so he posted the thing about that if that's the only knowledge you have, then you're not a real fan and you need to shut the fuck up and get out of my fandom. And then was followed by another tweet saying, just want people to know that gatekeeping your fandom is okay. Which I replied with the Oddcast N tweet, which was, we've said similar things about nerds. However, the only thing we clarify is if you say you're a fan of, say, Marvel or DC, just clarify if it's movies or the comics because they're different. They get confusing, and you're going to get people that are fans of the comics and not the movies, and so on.
And so I, for one, go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead, Anthony.
And I, for one, I fucking hate people who gatekeep. How the fuck are you supposed to build your community if you're gatekeeping? If someone wants to start at the bottom, someone wants to start somewhere new, you can't fucking be like, oh yes, let's watch fucking redo the hero, redo the healer. That'll bring in the anime real quick. By the way, don't look that up, please.
Yeah, I mean, that's the and like your tweet had says like we welcome all nerds here. We really do because there's shit about Marvel that I have no idea about. I bring my knowledge. Anthony brings his knowledge. You bring your knowledge. Everyone has a different subset of knowledges that we bring. Mine's more Japanese inspired American stuff. You guys have the more of the comic book shit. So. And Transformers. So, and I really appreciate that because, I don't know shit about shit, but I've watched some weird ass fucking anime at 5 o'clock in the morning before school. Like, what the fuck? Like when Toonami was still Toonami before it was Adult Swim at 5 o'clock in the morning. Fucking Prince of Tennis. That's the weirdest fucking anime ever. It's all about this kid who's really fucking good at tennis and just has a tennis match every fucking week.
Tennis.
I mean, they have special tennis powers, but that only goes so far, guys. Like he hits a ball real hard. Like awesome,
special tennis.
That's exactly what it is too. He's like super spin. And he spins it. And it just spins real quick, like just on the ground. Just so good. Sorry, go ahead.
Is this move legal?
But the tweet I put out where I said, all nerds are welcome here. It's true. With Oddcast Network, me and Anthony kind of started things up here because both of us are nerdy. We both know a lot of shit and we wanted to talk about it. But for us, like, gatekeeping is fucking stupid because Anthony's correct. You can't build a fandom if you just kick everybody out. You're an asshole. Like, for us, clarifying if your movies or comics, I don't care which. It gives me a better understanding of which one you'd rather talk about. But I welcome anybody who wants to learn anything about being any of that shit, because that's the whole point of being a fucking fan, is to enjoy it and share. Like, what the fuck is the point of gatekeeping?
Yeah.
I hate people.
Yeah, like
that.
I will
really
fucking
do it.
Like when people always talk about like the Transformer stuff, I'm like, hey, because a lot of people's introduction was the Michael Bay universe.
Yep.
Which again, I'm not like, it's not that I hate the Michael Bay universe. I like it. But I was like, hey, you think this is good? Here, let me show you something else. Let's talk about these shows. Let's show you some other things as well that can help make you like understand this and enjoy it more. And then go like, what the fuck, Michael Bay?
There's a lot of like friends that I have that like Muma and Johnny and Jess, like all of them were like, the Marvel movies started coming out and they started watching them, and I have just become the fucking gatekeeper of goddamn knowledge for everybody. And I don't even complain about it, because it's like, yeah, like I love this shit. I have no problem talking to you about it. But they all come to me when they're like, who's this character? What the fuck does this mean? And blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I fucking love it, because like I get to talk about the shit that I love. I absolutely love it. And I'm always more than willing to share.
And why was the name dropped in Age of Ultron? Well,
exactly. No, because it reminds me, because Muma helped me go get the battery for the truck today, and
Muma?
Yeah, we were talking about WandaVision, and that was his exact point. He's like, if I didn't know you, I wouldn't know half of these fucking people, like Mephisto, Nightmare, Wanda. Like, I wouldn't know any of this shit. So I'm really glad I have you to kind of bounce off of, to give me extra knowledge of things that I need to know. I'm like, yeah, I have no problem doing it. I love it.
I just
Anthony,
broke
did you
one
just
of my
break it?
toys.
I was just gonna ask if you broke the toy.
I was trying to just take apart all the things, and the fucking little pig broke. Look at that. Right in the hand.
Oh, it's so good.
And I just like, I'll just wiggle out. Because I was about to show you, like, old Bumblebee versus the new Bumblebee. Let me just... And it's like, snap.
I saw that look.
I did too. Just the sheer disbelief of what had happened. It was so good.
And the reason why there's such sheer disbelief is because this one's a fucking... Like, an exclusive that
the good kind.
can't be found easily and replaced.
They make super glue for that.
Have to get some Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
It's fucking stuck in there.
Just don't put it on your hair.
I don't use Gorilla Glue. I use Loctites.
I've used Great Stuff before. Great Stuff really gives me that volume I'm looking for in my hair.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Personally, I only use leave-in conditioner in my hair. It leaves me this nice natural poof.
I don't use conditioner in my hair because my hair is just naturally gorgeous.
I just have
I
thick as
can't
shit
get this
hair.
out.
So there's that. I also found my theme song the other day, and I was so happy.
Fighting evil by moonlight.
No,
is it Keep Wearing Purple?
No, it's
Keep Wearing Purple. Keep Wearing
Posea
Purple.
Poseahn.
Purple. Purple.
God damn it!
Keep Wearing
But the guy,
Purple.
he's not a singer, so anybody who would first listen to it would be like, "Oh, this is terrible." The reason I like it though is he's the comedian who helped make Deadpool, and he's a huge fucking metalhead.
I didn't know Ryan Reynolds
and
was a
he
metalhead.
absolutely loves metal. He can constantly shut the fuck up. I'm talking about the comic books. God damn it, he's the comedian that helped write Deadpool. He's a fucking awesome guy. He's a giant fucking metalhead, and he's putting out a new album called Grandpa Metal, and the song that I ended up saying is my fucking theme song is New Music Sucks, because it just made me laugh my fucking ass off. because there's a part in it where they like stop and the guitarist
Wait
is
a
like,
minute.
so I mean, you named a lot of artists like Bad Dragons and whatnot, but have you bought a new album recently? No, probably not like the past 3-5 years. Yeah, I thought so. You might want to look into some more. And then he comes back, he's like, Little Yachty, more like make me want to vomit. Like,
Look at that.
it was
Not all
great.
I agree. Not all new music sucks. Some of it's great.
I absolutely loved it. He really just picks apart like the pop stars like Kanye and whatnot. Which the Kanye one, he had a really good point. There's a line in there about Kanye where I never really cared for Kanye, and he's only gotten worse as he puts on a "Make America Great Again" hat. He's wearing like that Roblox fucking suit he had. He's like, oh, and here comes fucking Kanye with another shitty lyric.
Oh god, that's fucking. Oh, Kanye West.
So good.
Kanye, please don't ever change, because you bring comedy to things that don't need comedy.
Dude, oh yeah, yes, I can.
I see the private chat going on the show.
Sorry, I was.
So there's things going on there.
No,
Are you talking about? Sorry, the name threw me off.
Yeah.
Start Wearing Purple by
Yes.
Gogol Bordello.
Yes. This song is I think it's a much better song for you, Jared. And I would really like you to listen to part of it and tell me it's not the greatest song for your theme song.
There's a lot of songs that I would play as a theme song for myself.
This one's pretty
Anthony,
great.
send me a link. I'll listen to it after the show.
Oh, I am already working on it, Daddy.
Yeah.
Yo, I
it's so bad, guys. This was a whole day in my Arabic foreign language class where we didn't actually do foreign language. You just looked up random YouTube videos, and this is the one because my Arabic teacher was really big into like the Sea Shepherds and Pussy Riot and shit like that, like all this activist shit. And so we were just looking up that kind of shit. And so the Start Wearing Purple is just one of the songs that he made us all listen to for no reason other than it's a political statement, apparently. So,
I mean, there's a lot of songs that are surprisingly political statements, like the song "Chocolate Rain."
Chocolate Rain, yeah.
Chocolate Rain.
Yeah. That's a song about systematic racism.
I like to believe it's about shitting on people.
I would entirely believe that you would believe that that's what it's about.
One of my favorite songs, since we're talking about favorite songs, I like "We Ran Out of CD Space."
Oh,
it is such a fucking funny ass song, and it's sang so
we talking about Psycho
calm.
Stick? Because
we're talking about Psycho Stick.
Psycho Stick has some of the best fucking comedic shit. I'd have to say one of my top favorite, just being the Son of Who I Am. The Bruce Campbell song is probably like one of my top favorite fucking songs. I could listen to that fucking thing all day. Absolutely love it. Bruce Campbell is a really stellar guy. Yeah, no, that song that fucking cracks me up. Also.
Oh, jokey history time. Now you have yet to top the mother cucking.
Hang on.
Oh, I don't think anything's ever going to top that. I'm going to be completely frank.
I thought your name was Jared.
Yes, Michael?
No, I'm just waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
It's just
this one's pretty easy. This is pretty simple and easy. Actually, I'm going to give a fair warning. Today's jokey story time is going to be real uncomfortable for some people. If you're easily squeamish or feel terrible for animals, do not listen to this jokey history.
Go ahead and mute now and
just skip ahead when this one's over.
Give me a thumbs up when we're done.
Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna lose Michael on this one. That's completely fair. I don't blame him. So growing up, my stepfather was very adamant about teaching us lessons. And the lessons were usually very fucked up in a parenting sense, but in a, if we were animals and doing things by the basic animal nature, they would make complete fucking sense. But they don't. So
Sometimes just gotta fucking eat your sister. Please continue.
So I raised raccoons growing up as a kid.
Wait,
because,
what?
Usually him working construction, he would find baby raccoons on a construction site, and instead of letting it die, he would have us raise it to teach us about taking care of animals, because we had a ton of dogs and whatnot, and he always bitched at us about taking care of the dogs. But anyway, so I had one. My favorite raccoon I ever had growing up, I named him Scooter. I was probably about, I want to say 5, maybe, no, I think I was probably about 6, 7 years old. So yeah, probably about 6, 7 years old. I had this little raccoon. Basically, he found it because he was doing a job, and the mom had been killed a while back. She had gotten into things, and they trapped her. Didn't realize that there were babies, and there was one little baby left. Brought it home. It was a surprise to me when I came out into the kitchen, and there was just this, like pop can size raccoon eating cat food that we put milk in, and he drank the milk, and you eat the softened up cat food. And at which point I was told, hey, so this little guy was going to die, but he's perfectly healthy. He's not famined or anything like that. He just can't take care of himself. So if you want him, we can keep him. If not, then I'm going to take him somewhere where he can. And I was like, oh, yeah. Fun fact, raccoons are a lot like dogs, which was a very surprising thing. And they also, if in this case, they get attached to whoever it is that does things with them. So because I was the one feeding him and whatnot, he got very, very attached to me. So much so to the point that like he would literally follow me around like he was attached to my hip. And if I walked down the steps, because he couldn't get down the steps, he would wail at the top of his lungs until I came back, picked him up, and set him down so he could follow me again. I absolutely loved him. I had him for about a year. It's a more high-pitched, like blood-curdling, high-pitched wail.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
just
kind of
gotta be
like that,
careful,
actually.
Sometimes it doesn't pick up when I go very high, very loud.
Oh, no, pick that up. It did sound kind of like that, but longerly sustained. But anyway, so yeah, so he would do that, and I loved him, raised him up. But after they get so old, they hit puberty. They start, the hormones and whatnot. He was not the friendliest raccoon when he got a little bit bigger. To anybody but me. Anybody else who tried to go anywhere near his cage or anywhere near him, he would hiss, bite, scratch. Like he wanted nothing to do with him. To which point they'd have to come get me, and then he would be the friendliest little fucking animal you'd ever met. At which point my stepdad said, yeah, no, you're not keeping this anymore because your sister's here, and we can't have this thing run around attacking her. And I'm like, oh, but I want Scooter. Couldn't keep him. So we took him down to the woods, and I had to let him go, and I cried like a little bitch. My stepdad tried to pet him, and he tried to bite his hand. And then he came up to me and sat in my lap for about 5 minutes, and I cried like a little bitch. And then I let him back into the woods. And that was the end of that. Now, this is the part where everyone's going to want to tune out. So there was another instance where he tried to do this. Yeah. So he brought 3 little baby raccoons home one day. Same kind of thing, doing a job for an attic, and found 2 little baby raccoons. Mom got killed way before that. So he brought them home. We bottle fed them for a little bit. The problem with these raccoons, unfortunately, these little babies, there was something wrong with them. Just in general, they weren't gaining weight. They weren't growing. They just weren't doing well. They were eating a lot. They were not well off. So my stepdad, once again, as I said, if you're in the animal kingdom, his logic for how to handle things makes absolute sense. But when you're a young man who has not hit puberty yet, you get very attached to little animals. He did not have that attachment to little animals. So
Which is ironic because he himself is a little animal.
Yes.
Anthony, Anthony, thank you for breaking the tension a little bit. It was so good. So good.
So yes, so the lesson that he made me learn, I think this is a couple years later. I think I was maybe 11. Oh, the lesson I had to learn is that animals aren't allowed to suffer, which I agree with. Like, definitely, if like you have a dog that's getting old and can't see or hear anything, it's probably best time to think about putting them down, because it doesn't get any better for them, and it's no fun for them, and it just makes you feel terrible because you're watching your animal suffer. So I get it. A stepdad, I don't know if I really have gotten into detail about how rednecky I grew up. So, oh boy. Yeah, so I got taken out back, and he pulled out his 44, and he's like, all right, we got to put him down. And I was forced to shoot all 3 of the baby raccoons because they were not going to make it. I cried like a little bitch yet again, and at which point he told me, there's no need to cry about it because now they're in a better place, which did not help me at all, considering I was only about 11 years old.
You don't tell people that shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it was the most, probably one of the most traumatizing fucking things I've ever had to do in my life.
Wow.
The more I learn about you, Jared, the more I realize, like, maybe there is no hope. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be mean. The opportunity was just there. I had to take it.
That was fucking. Oh, Mike, that was so good.
God damn it, Mike! Oh. Ziggy, if you're listening, you know me. I think you know how all that goes, so you get it. But yeah, so that was your jokey history time. I will say, if there was a point in history that I could go back to of my own, personally, I would go back to when I had Scooter, because that was, god damn, I fucking love that animal. He was the most loyal fucking pet I've ever had.
How old were you when you had Scooter? You said you're about
6, 7, somewhere around there. Because I was a young kid. I was only in maybe, I think I was in 4th grade. So I wasn't very old.
That's crazy to think, though.
Your stepdad seems like a real work of art. Is he?
He's
still
an
alive?
Asshole.
Is he still
Bradley.
alive?
As far as I know, but
Okay.
they don't talk to me, so I fucking know. And even if he wasn't, it wouldn't face me.
It's just I don't know how he hasn't been shot yet for just. I bet was he one of the? Sorry, I had Mother Nature takes its revenge. Like all of a sudden, a raccoon gets a gun and now it's on the other foot.
Oh boy, I have got I'll do another jokey history time. I got one that's an actual fucking laugh riot. In fact, when I dropped acid with my one friend, I'll leave him nameless in case he wants to be.
It's Anthony.
His name starts with a J, ends with an O. Only the people who know him will know who the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, so we did that one night, and I proceeded to tell him the story.
Geronimo begins with a G.
Oh, my bad.
So I proceeded to tell him the story
about how
of when I was dropped off by one of my exes, and I came inside to my stepfather, who was laying on his back on the living room floor, white as a sheet, and everybody in a panic about they had to go to the hospital. And I was very confused. It was only later that night I found out what happened. And me and Johnny O came up with the best story ever. That's his name. I don't care. I'm just going to drop his name.
I wasn't going to bring attention to it. But now that you did, Jerry, just said his name.
Can I just say, it was really nice of your family to wait for you to get home to decide that you needed to go to the hospital.
Well, see,
thank God. All right, the child is here.
Jared's here. Now we go to the hospital.
No, my stepfather refused to go to the hospital no matter what fucking injuries. I saw that man drill his thumb into a wall, putting up drywall, drill it back out, and then duct tape it, and refused to go to the hospital till he almost passed out from blood loss.
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Question.
he refused.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't your mom a nurse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can imagine how those conversations went.
Every
time.
Want to just reiterate that, but please.
Yeah.
Continue.
So what ended up happening is earlier that day, about a week before this, they had bought a new horse, and it was a very beautiful horse. Like I absolutely beautiful. She was a beautiful, like lighter orange color, absolutely fucking beautiful.
Like
However, kind of, yeah, it's kind of, yeah. But no, this horse they were told was rideable. It was not fucking rideable. This thing, once they took the saddle off when it was in the barn, fucking refused to saddle again, would like buck and kick if you even attempted to put reins on it. And it's like, yeah, no, this thing, I don't know how the fuck they ever got it on to begin with. Basically, they got a lemon of a horse, kind of like you get a lemon of a car, and they just got lied to. Anyway, his idea, being the redneck fucker that he was, this horse just needs to be broken in. It doesn't, it's not that it doesn't want it. It just needs to be broken in. Throw the saddle on it. At which point,
oh my God,
my sister and mother both said that's a horrible idea. You shouldn't get on this horse.
Could you at least run it first to like tire it out or anything? Like, fuck it, throw that shit back on there, even though I won't be able to tighten the saddle, and we'll just fucking go.
What they did was they pinned it into a corner with another door, having my sister and mother hold the door so it wouldn't break it down, so it didn't have room to move.
That horse has a whole full horsepower.
By the way, I just want to say, sister, who was in 6th grade when Jared and I were seniors in high school. So,
so he forces the saddle, the bit reins, the whole 10 yards. He gets the whole 10 yards on this horse because it can't move around to get away from him. Horse is not fucking happy that all this is on it. He gets on it. He tries riding her around in her little pen just so, see if he can ride her. She's just not having it. Not having it. His genius idea, open up the door, let her go out into the pasture. I'm just going to ride her till she's tired because she's not having it. I'm just going to let her tire herself out.
Hey, real quick, hold on. They literally have professional sports of people like fucking bronco riding, and bull riding, and
it gets better.
Your little creature of a stepfather thinks that he's gonna tame this wild horse of the Cimarron, like he's fucking an Apache Indian or some shit. Who has
doesn't mention Jason.
Put a pin
is
in
also he's 5'3". Yeah, 5'4".
I'm taller than your stepdad. Holy shit!
Yeah, and he's a little scrawny guy. Like he's like
I'm never
120
taller than
length.
anyone because I'm a midget. This is so much fun.
So yeah, no, keep a pin in that bronco riding. Keep a pin in that.
Sure will. hang on, real quick. Just let me. Right there, we're good.
Yep. So so my mother opens up the door, and the story I was informed of how this went down by my sister and my mother was. You ever watch bronco riding at a rodeo? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, yeah, it was that for about 5 minutes. And then she rolled on him twice and proceeded to drag him and the saddle till it all came off.
So good. That's the best.
Fucking. And they even said the second time she rolled, she literally wiggled her fucking back to get him off and then rolled back and took off.
It's a vindictive horse and I love it.
But the fucking dumbass of your stepfather did not get off the first time the horse rolled.
Oh fuck no! He clung on to it. He clung on the first. He even talked about it. He's like, "Oh no, she rolled that first time," and I hung on, and I was like, "You're not kicking me off." And then she rolled again and rubbed me into the ground a little bit and broke the saddle, and that was it. It was like, "Yeah, I bet." I fucking bet.
So good.
Broke the saddle in many of my bones.
I don't know how much longer we're going to record, but I have a horse story as well, if you guys have time for it.
Oh, yeah. We all have horse stories.
Just to end out, his total injuries were 2 broken ribs, 3 fractured ribs, and a collapsed lung at the end of the day.
Holy shit.
That dude is lucky to be alive.
gosh!
Oh yeah, no,
I
that
was
horse straight up should have, by all intents and purposes, that horse should have fucking killed him that day.
Dude,
He was
a horse
lucky to
paralyzed
walk
Superman.
Yeah, no, he's lucky that he was able to walk away. That horse's intent that moment was to fucking kill him.
Oh, 100%. That horse was out for blood, and I love it.
Johnny O's his point on this whole story and our acid trip. He proceeded to bust out laughing, and when I asked him why, is because the horse's name, the people gave it was Mustard. At which point, yeah, he cracked up. He's like, "No wonder that horse tried to kill him. They named a beautiful horse Mustard." That horse had a vendetta the day it was named.
It's true.
I'm gonna fucking kill this. Well, no wonder why it rubbed on the back.
So
Ground
good.
mustard.
Oh, so good.
Anthony.
So good. The only way that would have been better if your stepfather's like nickname was like hot dog at some point in time, because then it's mustard on a hot dog, and that would have been fucking great.
Well, I'm sure he can inhale those things. Not even needing to chew.
No, he doesn't. He can't inhale them because he's got a collapsed lung. So it's not worth it.
Every time he coughs and his lung hurts, you can bet you he thinks of that fucking horse.
No, anytime he sees anything slightly yellow, he just has like the 1,000-yard stares, like.
No, you know the worst part? I bet you he thinks that he came out on top. I bet you he thinks that he won.
So that's he's like he's got his ankle twisted the wrong way. He's like limping, like show that horse who is boss, and it's just out in the fucking pasture eating.
So fun fact: after that was all said and done, he was healed up. It took like a good month of convincing that he needed to just get rid of the horse because she was not going to be rideable. Because he was convinced that if he could get on her again, he could break her, and it took us like a month to convince him that that's a terrible idea.
Whoa, what is this? Why is your dad a horse girl in a movie?
He's
ride her.
You talk about fucking redneck. That man is the most redneck fucking person I'd ever met in my life, because he's the only man I've ever met that was willing to ride the horse that almost fucking killed him just because, she just needs to be broken in. She'll be fine. Yeah, no, I don't think that's how that works. I'm pretty sure that horse is just fucking wild, and there ain't no breaking that horse.
Nope, there's only one thing you can do with that horse.
Happen.
They probably had it some sort of sedation while they were picking up that horse. Like
they had to, because
like
as soon as that shit got off of it was done.
It was on a
should have just never taken it off.
Right?
Yeah. All right, Mike,
like,
I'm
get the
curious
bits
about
out
your
of
horse
now,
story.
the saddle. Anyway, yeah.
So this has happened, and I can remember it happened 8 years ago now, right?
Ooh.
No, 7 years, 6 or 7 years ago. And I was vacationing on Mackinac Island. And at the time I was dating someone who was a horse person, right? And so what we wanted to do was ride horses around the island to be romantic, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. So we signed up for it, and they're like, it's like $20 an hour per horse or whatever, some bullshit. So
God.
Fun fact, yeah, it's expensive. Fun fact about Mike doesn't have a real good center of gravity while he's sitting. He's very left heavy for some reason. So keep that in mind, because it will be important later on. Because an important part about riding a horse is keeping your center of gravity towards the center. That way your saddle doesn't move. Shut up, Jared.
Yes.
Doesn't move one way or the other. And Mike has a really hard time doing that while bouncing up and down on a horse when his center of gravity is already shifted to the left.
All right, yeah,
So so they're like, well, how much experience do you have riding horse? And the person I was dating has a lot of experience. I've been on a horse twice. And so they're like, well, do you want a guide? And we're like, no, as long as there's like a set trail that we can follow, that's fine. So sure, yeah, there's a set trail. And then if you ever lose a horse, or for whatever reason, the horse, it will just instinctively
the horse.
Yeah. We're gonna get to there. The horses know to just come back to the stable. They'll come back to us, so don't worry about losing a horse on an island. They're super trained. So I was on Betsy, and she was on Nightwing. And Betsy was kind
Great
of
names.
I know, right? And we had a tour, or we had a guide for the first like mile because we're just riding, and they're like, you take this trail to this trail. Somehow we got off the trail because we were just letting the horses go wherever, because like the horses know the trail once they're on it. So we ended up in the residences of Mackinac Island, which is not where we were supposed to be. And so we're like, oh, cool. And so now the horses started taking us down this path. And the path didn't look like a path, but the horses know the way, right? You gotta trust. Yeah, no.
I mean,
so I want to picture now we've been riding for about 30 to 35 minutes. And again, Mike's center of gravity keeps shifting. So I have to keep like shifting back and forth. And we're going down an incline. And the incline is like this, like straight up, like 45-degree angle, just straight incline.
All right.
Yeah.
It is at this time that my saddle, like a cartoon, decides to start leaning to the left. So I try to correct to the right. It's not happening. I'm still going left. I am now upside down on this horse, like in the cartoon, for the briefest of seconds. Right? And then I fall.
This is already great.
I fall on a stump. And I crack my back. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
I want to let you know that it scared the horse, which scared me. And another fun fact about Mike is when he's scared, he death grips shit to a point of where it's not going to get out no matter how hard you try. So the horse tried to run away from me, and I got drug about 3 feet before the horse finally realized that it wasn't going to lose me. Right? So it's at this point in time, like the person I'm dating is like, do you want to switch horses? I'm like, no, I just want to return this horse so we can continue on with our vacation. Right? So it is I say we've been out about 45 minutes now. It's about a 30-minute walk back to the stables. It's cool. It's fine. Whatever. So my back hurts. My arm hurts. Everything really hurts. It hurts to walk. We keep getting to like places where like I could probably hop back on this horse and be fine. No, I'm just gonna walk with I'm gonna walk with the horse back to the stable. We're just gonna get there. We're gonna dismount. So after about an hour and 10 minutes, right, we get back to the stables.
Yeah.
And the guy at the front desk who checked us out, he goes, "Oh, what happened?" I was like, "Fell off a horse." He goes, "Oh, how'd that happen?" I told him how it happened. He's like, "Oh, that's terrible. How was your ride?" Just completely ignored me because I signed a waiver saying that if anything fucking happens to me, it doesn't fucking matter. And so and I told him everything that happened, and it doesn't matter because I signed the waiver. And like, again, how much was it? It was $20 for an hour for the horse. Motherfucker charged me for that extra 10 minutes for each of us.
Oh, of course.
Even though I fell off the horse. So the long and the short of it is, one, Mike's back hurt for the rest of his vacation. He didn't get laid that night, and he's never riding a horse again. So,
oh God, no horses.
Oh,
I don't like.
They
horses.
scare me. They scare me. Them and deer. Deer scare me too. It's not even okay.
I feel like I could take on a. I feel like I could take on a doe, but a buck with fucking antlers, a small horse with knives on the head. Yeah, I think that'll fucking beat me.
Just talking about that story made my back hurt.
that just goddamn, man.
Yeah,
no, I too have a horse story.
Oh boy, horse stories!
Oh, horse time.
This had to be probably 2004, 2003, probably somewhere around there. So 3rd grade, 4th grade, maybe 5th grade.
Interesting.
But I went to this little nature camp. This because I lived in Vegas, so we went to our grandma brought us to this cool nature southern thing that is Western themed and all that. And oh my God, horse riding! They take you on a trail. You get to ride on your own horse.
It always seems so good. It's never as much fun as they fucking say. It's all lies and horse shit, literally.
Riding horses hurts.
So, I mean, Megan and I were super excited because we've never been on a horse before, and we've always heard about that. Yeah, it's horses. What kid doesn't want to ride on a horse?
I get it.
So
Well,
I
Yeah.
don't remember Megan's horse name because I don't fucking remember. I only remember Chewy. Chewy was the name of my horse.
Oh, it sounds bad already, sir.
And Chewy,
why did he have that name?
well, don't know why he had that name, but or she had that. I don't remember if Chewy was what. But Chewy apparently was a little rambunctious. And the guy's like, "Are you sure you can handle Chewy?" I can handle Chewy.
I can handle Chewy just fine, mister.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're
Alright.
the professional adult here. You should tell me if I can handle it or not.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you asking me, dude?
And I remember he's like, "Don't worry, if anything bad happens, it'll be fine."
Oh yeah.
Okay. And this is before I had my nerves crushed in 5th grade. So I was fucking ready for this fucking horse. And Chewy, by rambunctious, he shits a lot, first off. So I got to ride in the back of the trail.
Oh no.
Because Chewy stopped a lot to take shits.
He's got ideas. He's got ideas.
It's like, all right, cool. I get the shitty horse. And then I don't know what I did. I don't know if I like sat in the wrong position or
Yeah,
like
you didn't
adjusted
have
myself wrong.
You didn't have your center of gravity perfect, so he got pissed off.
Yeah, Chewy began shaking
Nope.
and wiggling
Dumb
and
motherfucker.
wobbling me.
You dumb
And I'm like,
motherfucker.
is this normal?
Nope.
I
No, that
don't
means-
know.
Saddle pinched him or something.
Yeah, I'm about to say from the little bit of experience I have growing up on the farm with the horses and whatnot, if they do that, either they got pinched by the saddle or just in general they didn't tighten it enough, and he knows it's loose, and he's gonna fucking do what he can to get it off.
And
Not to
so,
interrupt
you
your
know,
story, but that's what Betsy learned about my saddle, and so fuck her. Continue, Anthony.
So again, it's the first time I'm a child riding a horse, like supervised. There are people, in the front of the trail, on the sides, and I'm just like, maybe this is normal. And then it starts getting more wiggly wobbly.
Yeah, the horse knew.
So I'm in
the horse fucking knew.
I'm in the fucking back of this horse line, wiggling, wobbling, like I'm the only one wiggling, wobbling. And then the fucking guy who's on the side of the trail is like, he's just checking everything out, just checking nature. He looks at me, and he's like, he does that fucking head thing where you look and you look away, and then you do that fucking head back. And he came over and he's like, "Hey, don't worry, I'll help out this kid." And that's when I knew I was in trouble.
Anthony's like, "What do you mean help? I'm having a great time."
Don't worry, you guys keep going. We'll catch up. I'll help this kid. Okay.
Oh, no.
So he stopped. He got me off. He did something with Chewy, and then we he was like, "So do you want to get back on Chewy, or do you just want to ride on my horse with me?"
Is there a wagon? Is there a wagon option?
And I'm like, well, I want to get really. I do want to ride Chewy again. And he's like, "Yeah, but I mean, you might not want to ride Chewy again." Okay. You know what? I'll listen to you, Mr. Cowboy.
Why give children the option then? Why are you giving these adults are shit?
I feel like they were waiting for like the right answer. Like,
right?
Are you sure you want to ride that horse? You were clearly in danger. Yeah, I want to ride that horse again. You don't want to ride that horse again. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay, mister.
And don't worry, no diddling or anything happened. He was actually a genuinely nice guy.
I didn't even go there. I wasn't gonna go there.
Well, I just gotta cover my bases.
You're fine.
I might have.
So we caught back up and we fucking just rode the rest of the trail, and I'm just like, this horse is just bouncy. He's not wiggly wobbly.
It's how it's
fucking
supposed to
Chewy.
ride. Fucking Chewy.
Yep.
Fucking Chewy. So that's why I don't like horses, because this horse tried to murder me.
Yeah, that
Horses
explains why
are
you don't like horses.
smart.
then.
Horses
They
are
are.
smart and will fuck with you. They will fuck with you.
But yeah, I have a quick one.
Uh-huh.
I love quick ones.
I almost saw a kid get run over by a fire truck.
That's pretty good, actually.
Okay,
I
not
don't
the
really
segue
need
I
any more
was
context
expecting.
than that. I'm good. Like, that's great. We can end on that. That's a great.
Arasaka get run over by a fire truck.
No, I will explain because man, it was fucked up. So I was in Buffalo. I was at a baseball game. It was a group of people that I was with. But we were walking across the street after the game was over. We had just about get across, and this is what has really kind of left me with I don't like cities. There was one of the kids that was with us dropped the duffel bag he had that he had been carrying his extra jacket in because it was colder in the morning. Drops the bag he was carrying. All of a sudden, we hear the fire station alarm going off. Sure enough, the fucking fire station is like right down the road from where the fucking the goddamn baseball stadium was we were at. The kid turns around and is like, I'll just grab my bag. As he does that, the corner of our eye, me and all the adults, we just see the fire truck barreling full fucking speed down the road directly at him with no inclination to stop that someone is in the middle of the road, that they have an emergency and go fuck yourself. I shit you not. I watched a man grab that kid by the back of his shirt, whip him over to the sidewalk, and get out of the way just in time for the fire truck to fucking zoom past us. If he had been 2 seconds later, both of them would have been fucking hit by a fire truck.
Goddamn.
Oh yeah, no, that fire truck did not give a fuck that there was someone in the road. They were like, nope, there's an emergency. Get the fuck out of my way. Like, absolutely traumatizing. If anyone knows if that's like not protocol, then by all means, I assume they're not supposed to do that, but he did not give a fuck.
I'm going to assume that hitting children is not protocol.
But no, it was the scariest fucking thing I'd ever seen because, goddamn, I mean, it was a legitimate split-second fucking thing of him getting thrown to the sidewalk and that truck zooming past us at full speed. It was absolutely fucking insane. Cities are insane. I've never been a city person. And that's one of the early experiences I had that left a bad taste in my mouth of why I don't like fucking cities. Anywho, to end out the show, I want to do a little segment here with everybody. It's a little something I've picked up from another podcast that I listen to, where they used to do it all the time. And since they're not doing their show anymore, and I've just fucking really miss them doing it, I kind of want to do one ourselves. We're going to mix it up a little bit, but we're going to do something similar. So, if you have to pitch a superhero movie, but the person that is playing the lead role is Nicolas Cage, what movie what movie are you making? Anthony, let's start.
Ghost Rider? Besides Ghost Rider, we can't.
Besides Ghost Rider, besides a movie of superhero he's done.
So that leaves out the Big Daddy origin film.
Damn it! That was a good one. Damn it!
Damn your caveats. Well, Jared, why don't you start?
Oh, you
Let's do
know
discussion.
what? That's fair. I want to see. This is my movie, right? All right. So you know how everyone loves Wolverine, right?
Right.
Everybody loves Wolverine. People love the X-Men. I have a fantastic idea, sir. I have Nicolas Cage. He's willing to play this role. Now follow me. Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine. Everybody will go watch this. It'll make us millions. Nicolas Cage is going to play Sabretooth, and we are going to make the two of them fight for an hour and 30 minutes, and then at the end, they're going to hug it out. That is my idea, sir. Nicolas Cage is Sabretooth. Fighting Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Oh, no, I got it.
All right.
Picture, if you will. Fantastic Four. Got Reed doing some science. Gets a signal. there's a giant celestial being coming. It's Nicolas Cage because his family has run away. And so he's looking for his family on Earth. I killed Jared. That's why Galactus shows up. It's Nicolas Cage as Galactus looking for his family on Earth. I killed Jared.
You did.
He had to mute and go off camera.
He knew where that was going before.
He did. He did. He did.
It's so good. I was picturing it in my head.
I'm glad you were. It's so good, right?
Fucking wearing that dumbass fucking
Yes.
Galactus hat.
Have you seen my family? I'm looking for my family.
Have you seen my family? I swear they came to Earth.
Oh my god.
Well, I think I gotta follow up with that, huh?
Yeah. You could try. But like,
Somehow you gotta follow.
All right.
Galactus Cage.
I got one. Now this
Galactus Cage is good.
Galactus Cage.
Johnny Cage's bigger brother.
Well, thanks for everyone for watching.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god. Tied it back together. Come full circle. Come on, Anthony. Come in full circle.
Okay. So now I got one. He's an X-Men, very important X-Men. Matter of fact, he's been a member of the X-Men for a very long time.
Oh no. Oh god.
However, this
one
man,
too.
he's a mutant, of course, because he's part of the X-Men.
Okay.
Gotta
build up.
His powers are imperceptibility and undetectability. This is the X-Men hero, Forget-Me-Not, who literally, after you stop looking at him, if he ever existed.
Oh, that's so good.
And much like the greatest of all Nicolas Cage movies, is a heist.
Oh god, it's so good.
But it's very easy though, because he just fucking he takes his stuff and he walks around the corner and people are like, why were they running down here? I don't know. And it's actually like, it's not only a heist film, but it's also like he's trying to like stop Magneto, but no one knows why. He's like, don't worry, I have the thing that'll defeat Magneto. Who are you?
Oh my fucking god.
Can I say that's not where I thought you were gonna go with that, Anthony? So you started out like he's been a member of the X-Men for a long time. Like this. I was like, he's the Jet.
I thought it was gonna be.
He's the plane. He's the plane.
Expanse.
He's the AI.
Well, and I am
so
tied
good.
between Galactus Cage and Roofy Cage. I mean, either one of
So
them.
good. That's so good.
Can we just get both of these made?
Great
In the
ideas,
same
right?
universe as well.
Right. It's just all Nicolas Cages. No one
Avengers.
doesn't.
Assemble.
I am Iron Man.
Wakanda forever.
Oh God. Yeah, I was gonna do Wakanda forever. Hulk smash.
And like, it's not even like CGI. It's just Nicolas Cage without a shirt on.
Painted green.
Not even green. Nicolas Cage,
damn.
please. We love you.
Nicolas
National
Cage,
Treasure
unironically
3,
love
please,
you, but
first,
like,
though.
Yes, please. I will risk my life to see that in theaters.
I'm so glad I did Nicolas Cage. The reason being that new animatronic thing movie
Yeah.
he did is available, and
Yep.
I'm gonna rent it and watch it because, man, Nicolas Cage when he's allowed to be untethered is fucking great.
I just want to.
Because if you haven't seen it on Hulu, Mom and Dad, Another example of they just let him
Yeah.
be untethered
Be wild.
as a dad
They
trying
let
to kill
him-
his
they
kids.
let-
And goddamn,
They let Nicolas Cage be Nicolas Cage. So
he. My favorite scene, and I always talk about, is that he sings "Ring Around the Rosie" when he smashes a fucking pool table with a sledgehammer. It's the best Nicolas Cage shit ever.
That sounds like fucking Nicolas Cage.
it does.
You could have put that in
Ring
any
around
movie
the
he's in.
Rosie. He breaks a pool table. The premise of Mom and Dad is that the parents are trying to kill their kids, and then it focuses the kids, Nicolas Cage dad, and then the mom, and it's another Nicolas Cage
Fucking
over the
buck
top
wild.
in the best way possible. Oh god.
Awesome.
Anyway,
Oh, so much fun tonight,
if
guys.
if you feel you like us, on the screen here, you can go to patreon.com/oddcast, and if you feel like it, we don't really give a shit. The first bonus episode we made will be available to you guys the 1st of March, so hopefully you guys will be able to enjoy that. We have more things coming. Episode 100 is going to be absolutely fucking insane. I'm currently still writing the script.
TikTok, you got till Monday.
Full House. Which I sent it to these guys, what I had so far. But then the battery thing came up. But I'll have it done before Monday. Don't worry. But yeah, Oddcast version of Full House. I'm going as off the wall as I fucking can writing it, and hopefully everybody will enjoy it. But for that, we'll see you Monday for that one. We'll see you back here on another Thursday for another Oddchat at some point. But yeah, go to patreon.com if you feel like giving it to us, $3 or whatever the fuck you feel like. Thank you. And also just thank you for watching. Like, fuck, thank you. Thank you all so much.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Anthony, where can they find you?
You can find me at CLT_sandwich on Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me on all your podcast forms. At CLT Sandwich. The Cryptus Legends and Tall Tales. We're currently in. We'll be doing we're recording part 2 of 3 of the Odyssey tomorrow.
Bonkers fucking tale.
We talked about it for an hour. Didn't even get to the actual Odyssey.
Didn't even get to the actual. Not even sailing for places yet. Just still build up.
Yeah. Tell us your story. Okay. And then bam, ended the podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. Mikeal, where can they find you? Other than the worst nostalgia trip ever taken.
I mean, you can find us at Beetle_cast, but that will eventually change to our season 2 title. But for now, that's where you can follow us. If you follow us now, you won't have to worry about the name change. Catch a new episode next Thursday. I gotta email you still the new episode for Patreon. I'll get you that tomorrow. It's been it's been hectic for the past week, as you know.
Oh no,
So,
no, I get it.
But yeah,
That's the only reason
again,
I don't have the script done yet.
Again, 8 more episodes till season 2, so we should be hitting season 2 right about our 1-year anniversary. So that'll be fun.
8 more episodes until season 2. Fucking hell! Why is Beetleborg so long?
I mean, you have to be on 1, and then you and Holly both have to be on the finale just for funsies. So, and then we'll get
a
season 2.
foursome.
Yep. So lots of fun.
And you can follow me at OddcastN, where we post about all the shows that we're doing, yada yada. Or you can follow me at Jokey Pants Games. If you don't, catch me Sundays with FWNR over on the Wilmy Hood channel. This stuff here, it's good shit. We have a lot of fun doing it, and there's a lot of fun people that I work with doing it. But yeah, guys, we'll catch you all with the episode 100 Monday. Hopefully, you guys will be able to enjoy that on your podcast platforms. Possibly YouTube, depending on how I feel about it. But yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed today. If you learned anything, you should learn that I grew up a little mix of redneck and white trash. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Redneck, white trash, metal
I'm
music,
mentally
and
scarred.
fucking comic books. Put that in a shaker bottle and pour out Jared.
And don't forget to add the salami. But yeah, we'll catch you guys Monday. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Ta-ta.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jesus Christ.